Everything happened so fast. 1 minute, there's fire coming from the sky. Samantha saw a dragon, and the ship just went down so fast in the blink of the eye. You all scrambled to make attempts to stop the blow, stop the impact from hitting the water, try to protect yourselves. But as the ship hit the water, everything went dark. You all
Who turned out the
are
lights?
you all it's almost kind of serene. You feel like you're floating in nothingness. All nothing around you, not even your friends. Um as Nick, you find yourself in this nothingness, and all of a sudden you find yourself in a kind of familiar place. It's it's the same, it's the casino you met Ruthie at. The second ever heist you ever pulled. He's sitting across from you, gambling. You all are striking up a conversation. Remember, this is about around the time that he revealed that he knew your name. But it's almost like everything is frozen in time.
So he doesn't seem to be moving at all.
No. However, you can move.
Oh, and I take a closer look. Is there any movement around me at all?
Perception check.
Yeah. 27.
27. Yeah, so you notice a figure sort of entering the room. Um, it appears to be a more feminine figure, sort of tallish with dark, short hair, and features that you can't really make out fully. Um, as she enters, she looks at the situation at hand, looks around, and then looks at you and says, Nick Nabros Niranath.
Yes, yes. Can I help you?
No, but I can
Oh,
help you.
oh yes. I seem to be kind of trapped in this netherworld of frozen past. I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, I remember this time, but with the last time I remember being here, people were more mobile, if you will.
Hmm, interesting. See, this is the moment I realized who exactly you were, if that makes any sense.
Not really. I don't even know who I am.
It all takes time.
Yes. I think self-discovery is a long journey, lifetime, you know.
You see, this is the moment you decided to team up with this truthy fellow, and a moment where you determined that you were basically you weren't afraid to get your hands dirty.
Right.
You are almost like the arms. You're strong, you're capable. You do the things that no one else wants to do. And that's why I chose you.
Oh, good. I like being chosen.
It appears that you all have um gone through something. And I just wanted to let you know that it is time to wake up
Oh,
as your eyes open.
wow. Okay.
Raz. Raz, you go back to only actually a little bit ago, uh, with a case with the stealing the Kenneth mandolin. You are at the exact moment you switched the Kenneth mandolin and Tixie.
Hmm.
And as you're doing that, all of a sudden, everything kind of freezes around you. If you remove your hands, Tixie is just kind of floating there, suspended in midair. but you can still move.
Let's see. If I recall correctly, I was upside down on the ceiling, about to flip him out.
Yep. So Tixie's upside down, floating in the air.
Yeah, it's truly horrifying. I'm gonna be immediately suspicious and pull out my Eldritch Blasts.
Okay.
Be ready. I shoot two of them now. So
you shoot two of them now. So as you shoot two of them, you see them come out and go a tiny bit forward and then freeze.
Well, that's not good. Wonder what's going on. I'll pull out my ring and feel it and be like, wait, this doesn't feel right.
And as that happens, all of a sudden you see, are you still in the ceiling, or do you at this point drop down?
Well, I mean, it's easy for me to stay upside down because I'm a fairy, so I mean, I'll stay up there trying to figure out my stuff.
The head of Tixie all of a sudden blink as it looks at you and says, Raz.
No. I wanted this to happen. I knew you could talk. Oh, I've got so many stories to tell. We're going to be the best friends.
Raz,
this is going to be amazing.
I think you misunderstand. It's not actually Tixie talking. It's just, I don't know. I thought it was a little funny to do this.
Now my side hurts.
You are an interesting person, to say the least.
Oh, I know.
You, a little bit of a buffoon, I would say. However, I'd say that has helped your
party. Too, if I knew what that meant.
You've helped your party quite a bit with your silliness, per se. Specifically, this moment was the moment I knew that, despite the fact that this is such a silly plan, it'd work out. And that
you should have seen me sing.
And that your planning was, let's just say, definitely flying by the seat of your pants, but it works out in the end.
Planning?
You are kind of like a face, per se. You know how to talk smoothly and get your way in, but you're not really like the brain at all. You mostly just kind of talk your way in and don't really think too much further than that. But nevertheless,
do you think I'm pretty?
Per se. Nevertheless, this is why I chose you to represent me.
And you are?
Oh, sorry. I guess I didn't introduce myself to Nick earlier either. Oh well, he might find out in time.
Yeah, he's the smart one.
My name is Destonia.
That's lovely. Is it Belgian?
I'm not quite sure what you mean.
We haven't invented Dystonia.
Dystonia.
I did not do well in social studies, so I'm not sure where it is.
And she'll go on to say that I'm let's just say you and your companions have been watching you very closely ever since the beginning.
No. We sneak around all the time.
Please, you all have made quite a bit of noise.
Well, that's Samantha. She's not good at sneaking sometimes, but she keeps trying.
And I don't mean noise to mortals. I mean noise to people like me. But it is time to wake up. As your eyes open, Raz. Annabelle, you find yourself at kind of an unfortunate time. It is the
Always.
time right before your death, if that makes any sense. Right before you get stabbed by this assassin lunging towards you.
Oh yeah, I remember that. And not my finest moment.
But it seems that she stopped the way. Your companions are also frozen in this sort of time. You almost saw your life flash before your eyes, and there's nothing happening.
I guess I'm gonna try to move out of the way of this eventual stabbing.
Yeah, so you easily move out of the way. Once again, does not appear to be any sort of attack coming your way. Just appears to be frozen midair, darting towards you with this rapier in their hand. And as you move out of the way, a voice comes into your head and says, "If only you had the chance to move out of the way of that." Caught you by a little bit of surprise.
A lot of bit of surprise. Who is this?
Oh, sorry. And once again, you see this woman appear in front of you with this sort of dark hair, short. Her features are kind of undescribable. And she looks at you and says, "Sorry about that. My name is Destonia. I believe that we've not really met yet, but I've known about you."
Yeah, I don't
see-
believe we met.
I've sort of known that you don't really think of yourself as a leader, do you?
No, I'm just kind of here.
Well, I feel that most leaders kind of feel that way. I mean, if they're a true leader, they don't feel like they're leading a group anywhere, or they feel like what they're doing could be done by anyone. However, your case is just the same as any of them. You really are a leader, even if you don't feel like it. You could be said to be the heart of the team. The way they pulled you out of this situation, despite you being dead, they could have left you, but obviously they cared a lot. You are the map maker, the chart setter. You chart the way through fate, I would even say. But you just need a little bit more confidence. You
Yeah,
and
I
your
guess you're
team-
right. I am awesome.
Yes, you are. But you've done a good job of keeping your team a little bit in check, especially with Raz and Nick doing their things. Maybe even a little bit of Samantha. They're quite a strange bunch, but
It's like herding cats.
exactly. And if there's anything you're good at, it's hurting them and keeping them safe, of course. But I'm afraid our conversation is running a bit short, so I believe it is time to wake up and your eyes open. And Samantha, you appear to be in the same heist that Annabelle just had. You appear to be up in the tower next to the fake painting. Right next to the fake painting. You appear to be just slashing into who you assume to be the Red Rogue. As Ares is over in the corner, gas filling the room, the chaos is ensuing. But everything pauses. both Ares and the Red Rogue appear to be frozen. The gas appears to come to a halt. What are you doing?
I don't notice because I'm like raging and fighting, and so I keep
That's
slashing. So it's like, yeah, no, it
Yeah. So as you keep on slashing, you see that it actually does tear into the Red Rogue still. You see the blood come out, but freeze, almost like ice. No reaction from him. I say eventually you wonder what's going on as you kind of calm down a little bit.
it's
Last
probably
thing-
been a long minute.
Yeah, it has been a very long minute. The last thing you remember was you were on a ship, but now you're back here for some reason.
Huh. I didn't know I could have a daydream while I was fighting, still swinging at the rogue.
Yeah. Eventually you hear a voice in your head say, Samantha, you are a wonderful thing.
Thank you, mysterious voice that I don't know.
And all of a sudden you see a woman, short black hair, same description as everyone else, kind of hard to make out what exactly they look like, appears before you and says, you are quite strong and, you know, are quite a useful thing to your team. You, I would almost say, are the backbone of the team, keeping them safe, out of danger, alive. This moment is a moment that, you know, you protected, well, the people that you could. Ares.
I wouldn't say I'm a backbone. I'm a person.
You,
My name's Samantha.
oh, that's right. Yes, you are a person. You are correct in that statement.
Mhm. And you see her just kind of like, got one right.
and she looks around and says, maybe a simile. You're like a backbone.
I can't be like a backbone. Backbones
You're-
are inside of people, and they're kind of rigid. And see, I'm kind of fluid.
You're as a backbone? Does that make sense to your brain?
Similar to.
No. Still,
Oh. So metaphors and similes don't work. Okay. Per se,
so-
if you are a part of the body in your team, then everyone else would be different parts of the body, and you would be the backbone because you support everybody else.
no. I'm the hired muscle. That's my job.
All right. Anyways, you have proven yourself to protect your team, at least whenever you were mostly around, and fate did not decide that you couldn't. Per se, in
I
this
actually think
example.
everybody's died on my watch.
Only two. Oh, actually, only one technically.
Yeah, I think
Three?
it's three.
Who's the
Annabelle,
like-
Raz, and I think didn't I die at some point?
Mm-hmm.
No, you didn't die.
I haven't
Samantha
died. I haven't
did.
died. I know.
And Annabelle didn't because Samantha wasn't in the situation.
It doesn't matter. She still died while I was trying to protect them. I'm the muscle.
Samantha died. Or not Samantha, but
Ares.
Ares died.
Ares didn't die.
The first one to die.
Nuh-uh. You were the first one to die.
I think you were the first one to die. When did Samantha die?
Blacked it out.
Samantha never died.
The
Annabelle
very
died.
first heist. Samantha died.
We all went
No one-
down. I don't know that we
In the
died.
basement.
No one
tied up.
died.
Yeah,
killed.
She went down. She didn't die.
Same thing.
Anyways, I seem to be getting some weird disturbances in.
I think
a
it's
vacuum.
more of in Samantha's head that all these other voices is coming through as
Listen, she kind of shakes you a little bit, says, "Focus a little bit, just a tiny bit."
Oh, hi. Who are you?
Yes. Oh, sorry. I am Dystonia. Let's just say I've been watching you all for quite a while.
That's kind of creepy. You should have said hi before you started watching us.
Well, I'm kind of always there, in a way. It's kind of hard for me to say hi in specific circumstances.
But you're saying hi now. What's different now?
How do I say this in the nicest terms?
Am I dead?
Wow, you actually guessed that correctly. Let's just say you all had a little bit of a stumble and did not really make it out of that situation quite in full repair. Don't worry, you seem to be fine now. You seem to be coming to a little bit. But I just thought
Did
I
I
should
lose any
introduce
more brain
myself.
cells?
No, all your brain cells are still there.
Are you sure? I don't have that
you might
many.
be- You might be missing a marble.
Can I find it?
Give me a
Is
perception
it is
check.
it around here? She starts
So-
looking on the floor.
Samantha doesn't know similes, but Samantha knows brain cells.
Yes.
Give me a perception check, Samantha.
I just like the idea that in her brain, Raz is the opposite of whatever Jiminy Cricket is.
That's an 18.
18, yeah, so you scramble across the floor and you actually do find a few marbles on them.
Oh, good. And she puts them in the pocket. I'll figure that out later. Maybe Nick can help me put my marbles back.
But
I got the gloves
Despite-
of exchange.
I'm not touching your marbles.
anyways, the Stony will look at you and say, despite previous circumstances of your friends perishing, I do believe you have honestly tried to save them.
Well, yeah, that's what I was hired to do.
Exactly. That's why you're the backbone.
I've already told you I'm not the backbone.
You'll understand in time. Anyways, I believe it's time to wake up as your eyes come to. And all of you appear to be in the same room. You appear to be back in your tavern, kind of resting on one of the upper floors, beds kind of put together. The only noticeable figure in here other than you all is Tick. And he appears to be preparing to put a rag on Samantha's head as she suddenly jolts to and he goes, welcome back.
I reach for my pocket looking for the marbles.
Why were you finna put a rag on our head?
Well, I mean,
Where are my clothes?
it was a wet rag, to kind of help. You guys have had a weird temperature for the past few days.
Why are we all in the same bed?
But I put the beds together, but I guess it does kind of look like they're the same. They're the same.
Oh,
Where
okay,
are Nick's
gotcha.
clothes?
It was easier to watch and take care of you if you were in the same area.
Yeah, right.
How did you decide that I should be in the middle?
I don't know.
So,
Where's Raz's clothes?
what are we doing? What are we doing in this bed? Were we dead?
I had a dream that told me I was dead.
Who told you
You
you were
had-
dead, Samantha?
You had a dream that told you you were dead?
Something. Dystopia?
Destro.
No one's gonna remember this woman's name. You mean Dystonia?
Yeah.
Bless
It
you.
was like,
I don't think that's right. The
I
woman
think she
kept
was-
saying I was a backbone.
Yeah, she talked to me too.
Yeah, I think she was Belgium.
She might have been. I really don't remember her face.
She kept telling me I was a backbone. I told her I'm not a backbone. I was a person.
Oh
I'm just
dear.
over there talking to Tixie. I know you can do it. Say something. Just say it.
Tixie's looking at you. She goes.
say
Oh, on my camera, no. I can do funny. She looks at you. She goes, father.
Oh. Pa loves Pa.
Gosh, here we go.
All right.
Tick looks at you guys and goes, and kind of whispers under his breath. If anyone wants to give you a perception check, you can.
Yes. Let
Do
me
you
pull that out.
have any perception? Sure.
13.
I got a 12.
Well, okay.
18.
18? Raz? You're muted, by the way. I don't know.
I got a rock.
9.
Nice.
Yeah, I got
So-
a rock.
Nick, you're the only one that can hear this. You hear him go under his breath, the dystonia? I've always felt like there's a weird energy around these guys, but
Tick, what do you know about
Yeah?
this dystonia?
I don't know. It sounds cool.
Speak
All
up.
right. Insight check.
Give me an insight check.
Detect thoughts.
12.
Something seems off. Detect thoughts, Raz?
Yeah.
As you cast detect thoughts, you hear almost kind of like these the words that come to are probably shouldn't say that. I might let up this disguise per se.
All right. I'm gonna drill down. Make a wisdom save, please.
That's a good question. Let me pull up this stat block. I need to actually check the wisdom. Why did that not pull up the monster? Okay. hold
That's
on.
very similar to the noise I use.
Oh, I see what I did wrong. I'm just being.
Because you grew up in a time of scanners.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be a 14.
That's just the save he needed.
Ah.
But
Darn.
yeah, I don't know what that's all about, but sounds kind of cool, I guess.
So how do-
Unfortunately,
You're a liar.
Ares is still kind of out of it.
Yeah. So how did we end up here?
Well, I assume stop for a second. You all were brought here by the city guard, led by this guy. He called himself like Jarlaxle or something. Pretty strange
Never
guy.
heard of him.
All right. Were we dead when we got here?
I mean, I don't think so.
Okay. So we've just been recovering for the past like 3 or 4 days.
That's a pretty
Yeah.
long rest.
It's been about 5 days or so. Yeah, you guys get a long rest. But
That's what I was gonna say because I've still got 1 hit point. I think.
I got
Yeah.
10.
Take a
you
long
guys
rest.
technically
Thank you.
recover from the full effects of Revivify at this point as well.
Yeah. All right. Have we heard from the Golden Vault or any of those people yet?
And you see him sort of look around for a second and go, "All right, you see his voice change. I have something I need to talk to you all about."
Whoa, what happened to your voice?
And you see him sort of change form into this high elven man, a form you recognize. The same high elven man that had appeared suddenly in the bar that night.
This
His name-
Tick?
Yeah, this is Tick that turned into this.
Yeah.
Where is that name?
This is the leader of the Golden Vault.
Yep.
Yeah.
Um,
Do I have that?
do I not have it? I might not have it. Uh-oh. Hold on.
Certain.
Certain.
Yeah, the high elf Certain.
Mhm.
Are you certain?
Yeah, it was because Raz made that exact same joke last time.
He says, let's
That's
just
our way
say,
of notes.
are you certain on that name? Sorry. He looks at you all and says, I'm afraid there really isn't a Tick.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's mostly just with me.
Oh. Well, you were a pretty awesome Tick, actually. I thought you were kind of fun.
No. We agreed to wages for Tick. You need to give back some money.
Tick signed the contract, not you.
Sure.
I think that makes you in breach.
I mean, I still have to fill out my tax return.
That's true. We did have you fill out an I-9.
I think at this point, Samantha pulls her weapon. What'd you do with Tick?
Oh, goodness.
I
Okay,
am Tick. I have
No, you're
always
not.
been Tick.
it is Tick. Tick is disguised. He was disguised as Tick, so...
Listen,
Tick
She sits back down on the bed and goes, "It's been a long day."
it's been a long 4 days. You see,
So-
what happened actually? The Jarlaxle, I'm afraid, did not really come back. In fact, he was nowhere to be seen after the ship crashed into the water.
Oh,
And that ace detective was also, I couldn't quite find. The rest of the Red Rogues goons, I don't know where they went either. Although I did kind of burn them to a crisp a little bit. So I'm sure they're probably fine.
wow. Okay.
Can I make a check of some kind? Because I put 2 and 2 together, but I don't think Samantha would. I need to roll for this.
Okay, if you need to roll, give me an insight check at advantage.
Okay. There it is inside. There it is. Oh, it's a +0. All right, cool. Could be worse. 14.
Yeah, this is definitely. You can assume that this is a dragon in front of you.
This is the dragon that I saw as we were fighting.
Mm-hmm. You're the only one that puts this together, by the way.
Yeah, because you're the only one who
But-
saw it.
Yeah.
Unless anyone picks up on the fact that, unless any character would pick up on the fact of the wording there, but
Now,
but
Samantha,
all
you
you
have
know
to
is you
describe
saw
as
fire.
Samantha how you tell all of it.
I think her face just kind of goes.
Speak, boy, speak.
Next. He's the reason we went down. He's the reason we died. It's all his fault. It's a. Nick, what's the thing that flies around that's big and scary? Has wings. Different
Your
colors.
mother. I don't know. I'm sorry. Yeah.
I think he's talking about my mother-in-law.
You mean a dragon?
Yeah, he's that.
So I look over at Certain. Are you a dragon?
Yeah,
All right.
I've been around for quite a while.
It makes sense that
did
you
I
have the
see
golden
the color?
vault. Oh yeah, did he?
You
Did
was
she?
gold.
It was gold. It's
Mhm.
gold dragon.
He was a golden dragon. Gold dragon.
Yeah, that's what I saw before we went in the water.
All right. So you're a gold dragon, and you're in charge of the golden vault.
His treasure trove.
Is there anything else you're not telling us? I mean, have you been dragging us around for these? I don't know. It's been about 3 or 4 chapters.
Stop dragging my heart around.
It's actually been about like 6 at this
6 or
point.
7 chapters. Yeah.
Yeah. He says, so let me get to the gist of it, and let me actually walk you through what happened.
All right.
Didn't find those two. I eventually found you all, let's say a little bit, not alive, per se. Thankfully, not beyond being brought back. So I managed to do that. I have some healing capabilities of my own. Don't worry about the charge on that. I took it out of my own pocket.
Well, I mean, you're the reason
you're
we
the reason we
died.
died. So I think you kind of owed us.
I had that situation under control.
We were
Got to
completely.
form
Why
on
did you?
Annabelle.
Yeah, I guess that's the
Rick
question. That's
already had the body.
Raz
I
is
can-
just right. Raz is correct. We were doing fine. You became why?
You did not have that situation under control.
It was so under control.
We killed the demon.
You wouldn't believe how
But-
under control it was.
I
You
was a
don't-
big ape.
But you would have been overwhelmed. Maybe
Wouldn't
you
have been
would
the
have done
first time.
fine. Maybe you would have done fine. Maybe I should have waited, but
This is
I thought I
just
had to do
another
something.
case where the manager is a micromanager. We had the project done. And you
Listen.
come in at the last minute and change all the parameters.
I'm sorry. I really
Did you pick up my marbles?
Oh, for the Samantha. They were metaphorical marbles, for the goodness of sake.
Ooh, what about marbles?
Samantha, I also do want to say your marbles are not in your pocket.
The marbles were the friends you made along the way.
Well, see, in the dream where I met the lady, I got to look for my marbles, and she said I found them, and I put them in my pocket.
Satane will look at you guys and say, okay, what dream are you talking about?
I don't know. We all had a dream about a woman named Desdemona. Destonia.
Desdemona.
That's
Yeah,
true.
Desdemonia. That was right. Desdemonia.
You were the one person that was supposed to remember.
Actually, he was the one person that didn't get the name.
I was the one person that didn't get it.
Yeah.
But so we all had this dream about the same woman, and I don't know. I don't know why, but considering this is a fantasy world, dreams probably mean something.
That
That
is
she'd
true.
been watching us.
What did she seem like? What kind of being did she seem like?
I got dark,
I don't
short
even-
hair.
What do you mean,
what
fantasy
race?
world?
I know.
You couldn't
Thank
tell
you for
what
catching that.
race.
What's he
I couldn't
talking
tell what
about?
race. So dark,
She
short
kept saying
hair.
I was the backbone. I told her I was a person.
I mean, you're not a backbone.
No.
Did she mean that literally or metaphorically?
I think
What's a
that she
metaphor?
means that we depend on you for support, Samantha. That you are the one who supports us and makes us stronger. As
Yeah,
a
I'm the
team.
hired muscle. That's what I'm supposed
That's-
to do.
No, but you're more than a hired muscle. You make us stronger because you are the backbone, holds up a person, keeps up the party, makes us strong. You are that person. You keep us strong. You are the power behind this party. That's what she means.
Yeah, I'm the muscle.
You're the backbone.
Oh.
Yeah. Now you get it. All right. So moving on. Now that
You're
Samantha's
the
going through an
backbone.
existential crisis.
Why won't you understand? You're the backbone.
I'm still like, but I
Does,
thought
does
I
that
was the
coffee
hired
cup have a
muscle.
hole in it?
Yeah.
How does that work?
That is the greatest coffee cup ever.
So he says, all right, so like I said, you all died. I brought you back. Brought you back here. Thought, oh, might as well get you all comfortable. And I was hoping you'd wake up kind of pretty fast, but it took you a number of days. And as you can see, Ares is obviously not awake either. Don't know why that is.
It's
And
So
why
we're
you
not
all
dead
are.
yet?
You're not dead. No, I made sure you're not dead.
Right. So, why have you brought us back? Oh, because you've caused this in the first place. But what do you need us to do now? Because first, I got to get dressed.
Why are you both naked?
I've been asking that. I mean, I wasn't too worried about it, but I've been asking.
Anyways, and he will throw clothes to anybody who is not wearing clothes, apparently.
It's weird that you left my helm of telepathy on.
I was thinking that too.
And you see him go, so you know how, like, I've kind of, like, in my messages to you acted like the Golden Vault's a big thing with tons of operatives and you weren't just the only one?
Yep.
Yeah,
We're
no,
the
there's
only
only
one.
you.
Yeah, we're the only ones.
Well, I thank you for singling us out, I guess. Or do you
Yeah.
only have enough money for one?
I'd like to renegotiate our contracts.
Well, let's
So
just
you
say
mean
that
you've been giving us all the magic items?
From your hoard, right?
You're a dragon.
What else you got in your hoard that you've been holding out on us?
Your dirty dragon horde.
I have quite a bit. My hoard doubles as more than just a hoard necessarily, though.
Yeah, we
Maybe
know
as
it's a
a-
bed too.
Maybe as a golden vault?
So,
You could
so
call it
yeah, I'm
that.
sorry. So what you were back onto, what is it you want us to do now?
Well, I want you all to rest. As far as I'm concerned, there is a bit of a problem, and I don't know if it's really a problem to you, but it could be the problem for the Sword Coast itself.
Oh.
You see that red rogue fellow, who, kind of a joke, honestly. I mean, just look at him, is kind of a little bit of a threat right now.
We've
This
killed
is
him
due to the-
twice.
I was gonna say, wasn't he the demon frog that we just killed?
Yeah, but he
Yes.
always keeps disappearing.
But yes, he does keep on doing that.
We could have finished the job if only somebody hadn't crashed the dang airship casino.
No, because he disappeared.
He let's just say he loves messing with you all for some reason. And he has amassed power over quite a bit of time. You see, and you might have just found this out recently, or you might have figured out through context clues. He's a doppelganger. But a doppelganger that sort of has greater powers than a normal one would. Especially because of that weird ruby diadem he found.
He's just a copycat.
Exactly. You see,
All
this
right.
diadem gave him enhanced his powers quite a bit to where he could turn into greater demons and devils, which is not good. I've not
So
seen him.
should we take it
sit-
from him?
I think that's what we should do. As that's where we're going to end it, actually.